A paper clip is a small piece of wire that holds pieces of paper together.
Bulldog clip is bigger and works better when you have to keep large amount of paper together.
Some people have paper clip holder that are small transparent box with a magnet rim with an opening at the top on them.
If you want to do it permanently, you should use a stapler. Staple use is to short end pieces that are driven by a stapler through sheets of paper them together.
In fact, a stapler works so well that to disconnect the paper you need another special tool called a stapler remover.
Scissors are hand-operated shearing tools. A pair of scissors consists of a pair of metal blades pivot to that. The sharpened edges slide against each other when the handles opposite to the pivot are closed. Scissors are used to cutting various thin materials, such as a paper, cardboard, metal foil, cloth, rope, and wire. A calculator is the machine which allows people to do math operations more easily. For example, most calculators will add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Some also do square roots. And more complex calculators can help with calculus and raw function graphs. Calculators are found everywhere. A smartphone or other computer can also act as a calculator.
Business cards are small pieces of card with your name and contact information written on them. You carry the cards around so that you can give them to different people, especially at meetings. A calendar has all the days of the month in it so that you know what day it is today. Many people keep their calendar on the top of their desk so that they can always see their schedule and so that they won't forget different meetings and events. An organizer is a small book that you keep that allow you to keep track of everything.
Inside of it there is normally a calendar with your schedule as well as other important information that you need, including contact number of other people. It is also called an appointment book or personal planner.
A pen is writing instrument used to apply into a surface, usually paper, for writing or drawing. Historically, reed pen, quill pens, and dip pens were used with the nib dipped in ink. Brewing pens allow precise adjustment of light wine and still find few specialized uses, but technical pens such as a rapidograph are more commonly used. Modern types include ball pen, rollerball, fountain, and felt or ceramic tip pens. Solution fluid or whiteout is an opaque, usually white fluid applied to the paper to mask error in text. Once dry, it can be written over. It is typically packaged in normal bottles, and the lid has an attached brush or a triangle piece of foam which dips into the bottom. The brush is used to apply the fluid onto the paper. Pencil is an implement for writing or drawing, constructed of analog solid pigment core in the protective casting that prevents the core from being broken and or making the user's hand. Pencils create marks by physical abrasions, leaving a trail of solid core material that adheres to a sheet of paper or other surface. They are distinct from pens which dispense liquid or jelly onto the marked surface.
If you are writing with a pencil, You can use a rubber or an eraser to make the mistake go away.
Carbon paper is a type of blue paper that you put between two pieces of normal paper. When you write on the top sheet of paper, it will take a copy of what you wrote on the bottom sheet of paper. A clipboard is a small piece of wood with a clip at the top so that you can attach the paper to it and write while standing. A desk lamp is a special lamp that sits on top of a desk. The direct that light downward on the paper you are writing. A computer is normally the most important tool in an office. Many people type all of their important information into it. The monitor of the computer is the part that has a screen on it like a television so that you can see all of the information.
A laptop is a type of portable computer that is smaller and can be carried and used in different places. They can take their laptop anywhere and work outside of the office. Masking tape is normally a light brown color tape that is not very sticky and only holds things up for a short time. Scotch tape is a clear adhesive and many times called sellotape. Normally you keep the tape in the tape dispenser, which keeps the end of the roll separate from the legs of it. This way, you don't need to waste time trying to pull the tape apart.
Tape dispenser is an object that holds a roll of tape and has a mechanism at one end to shear the tape.
Glue is an adhesive that sticks two objects together. Be careful when you use it not to stick your finger together. Another name for glue is paste. A glue stick is when the glue is not in liquid form, but in a soft solid. It is easier to spread a glue stick than normal glue and normally less messy.
The intake is where you stack all the papers of the work you still have to do. Sometimes this pile of paper can become very large. Once you finish with work, you put it in the outbox or outtake. There are different ways to write a letter to someone. One way is to write on regular paper and put it inside of an envelope. Nowadays, most people use a computer and send as email. A file cabinet, a large piece of furniture designed specifically to hold stacks of paper. The paper are organized into folders that hang inside the cabinet.
The folders are often called files or file folders, thus giving the cabinet its name. Other important furniture in office include the desk where you write and have your computer. You may also find a bookcase where you keep all of your different reading material. Some people don't have their own office. Later, they share a large room and have cubicles. There is usually a whiteboard in an office where you can write notes or messages for all to see. It is sometimes used to give presentations. The pens that you choose for a whiteboard are called dye-erase markers or marker pens, and you can erase the information you wrote with them once you have finished.
A fax machine takes a piece of paper, copy it and then send the image over a phone line to another fax machine in different office. At the other end, the image is copied onto another piece of paper of them to be read. A photocopier take the image from the piece of paper and copy it but doesn't set it to another page. Photocopiers are used to make many copies of the same paper. Making photocopier is normally a job given to the newest person at work. A printer allows of information from the computer to be printed onto a piece of paper.
A rubber band is a circular piece of rubber that stretches and holds things together or closes the bag.
If you have a lot of mail, you might want to use a letter opener, a type of knife that can open all of the envelope so that you don't get a paper cut. A Lego pad is like a notebook, but the paper are connected at the top of the page instead of from the left side. Normally, the paper is yellow. Important people often have a nameplate sitting on the front of their desk. It often a very nice small sign that has their name and written printed on it.
Many people have small pieces of yellow paper covering the wall of their office with small bits of information written on them. Their pieces of paper are called post-it notes. Rather than have small papers all over the office, some people prefer to keep their office more organized, writing down small notes in a memo pad. A notice board is where messages are left for the entire office to see which different information shared by everyone.
A push pin allows you to attach a piece of paper to a notice board. A hole punch is used to create a hole on the left side of the paper, so that the papers can organize inside of the binder.
Organize is a box or container without a have several different compartments of different items. A rubber stamp is used to leave a mark on paper to prove that you give it your approval. A stamp pad is the device that has ink for the rubber stamp.
Ruler used to measure various length and size.
When reading through long documents or studying, it is a good idea to use a highlighter in order to put the important facts in a bright color.
Pencil sharpener is a tool for the sharpening a pencil's writing point by shaving away its worn surface. Pencil sharpeners may be operated manually or by electric motor. It is commonly for many sharpeners to have a casing around them, which can be removed for emptying the pencil shavings debris into the trash bin.